So our first prototype we tested was the sports science prototype, where we had kids either throw a ball or kick a soccer ball into a net. And it was pretty popular at first. A lot of kids were attracted to it, both boys and girls. As you can see, she's there, and Brian holding his speedometer, testing how fast each kid throws it. What we found was that kids really enjoyed it. They were pretty gullible with the speed testing that Brian has there, and um, they liked it. They also learned things like how fast a cheetah runs, as compared to how fast they can kick the soccer ball. There's the sign, for example, showing the different miles per hour. Second prototype we tested was having kids take a camera and go and photograph the animals in the zoo. Apollo here, he got to take home, he had to go and print out the photos he took and then take them home and keep them, and he seemed to really like it. He was pretty shy at first. He came out of his shell, so that was a cool insight. It allowed kids to be more independent. He stepped away from his father a little bit and had fun with the camera and visiting the animals. Our third prototype we tested, which was kind of a flop, we tested the junior zoologist badge. We ended up cutting out like a little badge and giving it to kids. It did not work. Maybe it was the nature of the day and how this overwhelming it was. Like, you had to go approach a kid and say, hey, do you want to take on this big responsibility? So that kind of like, we didn't get a lot of good feedback on that one at all, which was great feedback in a sense. So we kind of took a step back from that one and tested more in depth our other two prototypes, which I just discussed. So just to conclude, the sports science was definitely the most successful prototype we tested. Boys and girls in our age range seemed to really enjoy it. They wanted to come and try it, and they really liked the learning aspect, which was how fast they could throw or kick a ball in comparison to an animal, and they learned a fun fact about them, so there was definitely some learning going on. And we brought in that physical aspect. The camera was cool. We got some insights. It was definitely, I think a user group for that one could be like kids who are shy, who kind of cling to their parents when they come to the museum, who are maybe a little bit old enough to go off on their own because they become independent with the camera. And it's fun, and they can print out the photos and take them home, and that was just really cool. And the badge was just, it didn't work. Maybe a different day to test that one, but wasn't very promising just based on this day that we tested it.